It's been an emotional day across the nation and continues to be as the country reflects on the past year since the death of George Floyd. But the city of Minneapolis and the rest of the country, well, it is still struggling to change the system that played a part in Floyd's death. We want to have a discussion now. Is Sergeant Cheryl Dorsey. She's joining me now. Sergeant Dorsey, I want to go back to what happened a year ago and what you recall as you watched those 9 minutes and 29 seconds of Officer Derek Chauvin with his knee on the neck of George Floyd, and subsequently the year that has progressed, and of course the conviction of Derek Chauvin.
Well, listen, it broke my heart to watch this because I'm a mother. I've got 4 sons myself, and this could have been any one of my children who's run afoul of an errant officer. And so it broke my heart to see it just on a human level. And as a police officer, I was repulsed by it because I know that police officers are not trained and taught to deal with anyone the way Derek Chauvin dealt with Mr. Floyd. Once a person is in handcuffs, all use of force must stop. And we didn't see that. We saw Mr. Floyd being punished by Derek Chauvin. And we ultimately learned that this was not the first time. He was a repeat offender, 18 personnel complaints. And so I'm happy and hopeful in that he was found guilty by a jury and convicted. And so now we wait to see if he gets a sentence commiserate with the crime that he committed, murder.
And what are your concerns about the fact that the George Floyd Police Reform Justice Act has not been passed in the Senate yet?
Well, my concern is not so much that it hasn't been passed, because my broader concern is what's in the bill. And what's in the bill is certainly leaving Black and brown folks wanting. This bill does nothing to stop a Derek Chauvin from committing the kinds of acts that we saw. It certainly does nothing to prohibit another occurrence like the one we saw in Kentucky with Breonna Taylor. There's talk of prohibiting no-knock warrants in this bill, but it's only no-knock warrants that are served for federal drug search warrants. It speaks nothing of state and local, other than they're going to give them incentives to do the right thing. But we already know unless they're compelled, police departments don't do the right thing. And so I'm bothered by that. There's no mention of ending qualified immunity, only limiting it. And all of that is problematic for me. And so if we can't get all of it, then I don't want any of it.
And as a retired police officer serving there in Los Angeles, are you surprised at all that other police departments throughout this country, the 18,000 plus police departments throughout this country and their police chiefs, have not enacted their own changes to learn how to de-escalate situations, as well as to root out the implicit and sometimes explicit bias?
I'm not so much surprised, because the system does what it's designed to do. And we know that the fish rots from the head. And we know there's evidence, documented evidence. We've seen it with our own eyes, that there are some administrators who head these 18,000 police departments who encourage and condone this sort of foolishness. We saw what happened just very recently in the case of Ronald Green in Louisiana. Listen, this was something that was known by that agency for 2 years. And the superintendent over there, a Black man at that, held on to this video, hid this video. There's no way that he could have had that information, seen what was on that video, and not share it up his chain of command with his mayor and others. And so we know that these things go on. We know that from the FBI reports, KKK have infiltrated police departments with the sole purpose, some of them, to create the kind of things that we see, to do harm, commit murder and assault on Black and brown folks, per the FBI, not me. And so I'm not surprised. I'm not disappointed. It is what it is.
Having said that, what do you think is at the root of all of these injustices we so often see from police officers towards Black and brown citizens of the United States of America?
Well, I would have to say that there's racial animus, because we see white officers take folks who look like them into custody, who are involved in much more egregious activity. And how do they do it? Without incident. So we know that they know how. We see officers comport themselves very differently in high affluent areas. And so we know that they know how. Training is not the issue. It's what's in an officer's mind. And you can't untrain racism. And so what we need to do is have an honest conversation, admit that we have a problem. And the way that we fix it is we root out these KKK members who've infiltrated. We remove officers from patrol. If you can't get them off the job, get them out of the field. Derek Chauvin should have been removed long before with 18 personnel complaints. Working patrol is not a right. And I know personally that patrol captains, chiefs, can get an errant officer out of the field and put them on the desk if they want to. And so that needs to happen. And also, lastly, here in California, we have a legislator who's pushing decertification. If they don't have the stomach or the appetite to end qualified immunity, then decertify these officers. So at the very least, once they're off your department, they can't go next door and join with a neighboring agency and continue to offend again.
So where do we go from here as a nation, as a people trying to come together, and yet we face white supremacy, we do face systemic racism, and we do face a pushback from the very people who get elected into office to protect and serve the American people, for the people and by the people, and yet they get into their confines and don't do anything to help?
Well, listen, if this was easy, everybody would do it, right? So, I mean, it's going to take a real effort. We're going to have to roll up our sleeves as a collective. We're going to have to get busy. We're going to have to look for folks who are like-minded and move those people into a position to be elected officials, because the ones that we have right now, I find to be disingenuous and intellectually dishonest on a lot of levels when they try to convince us to go along with things that are not in our best interest, that are not going to change our quality of life. I encourage everybody to get on a police department who looks like me. KKK have infiltrated. Maybe it's time for Black and brown folks to start infiltrating these police departments. And then lastly, we have to vote. We need to be on these juries so that when we do have a very serious case like the Derek Chauvin case, that we're there in that jury pool to have some say with regards to whether or not this officer should be held accountable for outrageous and egregious performance of their duty.
Sergeant Cheryl Dorsey, retired LA Police Department officer, thank you for joining us tonight, and we appreciate your comments, and we will be back with more in this fight for justice 1 year after the passing of George Floyd.
We will get this bill on President Biden's desk. We will get this bill on the desk. And what is important is that when it reaches President Biden's desk, that it's a substantive piece of legislation, and that is far more important than a specific date. We will work until we get the job done.